And here we go. So I'm actually going to share my slides with you a little in a minute, because I want to share with you the 5 simple steps that you can use to transform your business in the next 90 days using a virtual summit. And actually, I want to start by simply sharing with you what do you need to do right now to actually grow a successful business online. And you actually need, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my video so I could really focus on the slides about what you actually need to grow a successful business online is 5 things, and I'm going to share them with you in just a moment. I want to welcome everybody who just joined us. This is Milana Lishinsky, and you are in a class called The 5 Simple Secrets to transforming your business using virtual summits. I've actually built a 7-figure business as a result of leading virtual summits. And today I'm going to share with you my summit success system. So welcome, guys. The things that we need to grow a business online are really 5 things. And so I'm going to share them with you. You need to be visible. You need to be different. You need to be relevant. You need to be top of mind. And you need to be the leader of your own tribe. So what do these things mean? Well, be visible is important. Visibility is important because visibility for many people actually means credibility. When we see people be visible, we trust them more. They become more credible, right? That's why they play commercials all the time for one brand over and over again. Being different is important because there's so much noise out there. You need to do something to stand out in your prospect's mind, right? Being relevant is important because there's a lot of generic content out there. So you want to put the content and messaging out there that's highly relevant to your specific audience's biggest problems, needs, dreams, goals, right? You want to be top of mind because people need to see you as the go-to expert on your topic so that they come to you, so they think of you, so they refer to you when your expertise is needed. And finally, to grow a successful business online today in 2019 and moving forward, you need to be a leader of your own tribe. You need a tribe. You need your own following, your own mailing list of people who love you and who want to be with you, right? So I'm curious what you think of this, because this is one of the things that, actually these are the 5 of the things that a virtual summit allows you to do. And if anything resonates here with you, let me know in the chat. I'll be checking it occasionally. And if you have any questions, by the way, I will stay for questions for Q&A. There's also a free gift for you at the end of the webinar here. I'm actually going to give you a link to a virtual summit planner so that you could start planning your own virtual summit. So these are the 5 things to think about when your goal is to grow your business online, right? And I will also tell you that there is really no other strategy in the world that I know of that allows you to do all of these 5 and more, plus become really launch your business. A summit will become your launch pad for your entire business. It's like my coach used to say, it's like a booster shot for your business, right? A virtual summit, it's been used by hundreds, if not thousands of people at this point, coaches, speakers, experts, entrepreneurs who want to create a visibility platform. They want to establish authority in their niche market. They want to grow their revenue. They want to build their tribe and do it all in about 90 days, because that's how long it takes to grow and, to plan, to host and monetize your own virtual summit. There is really, no other strategy that allows you to do it so well. And so I just wanted you to become aware of all these amazing reasons. I have a team to host a virtual summit next year. Virtual summits have actually leveled the playing field because anyone, regardless of your business experience, your level, where you are in your business journey, anybody can invite and interview experts, right? That's the simplicity of the strategy. Anyone can do it. And the benefits of hosting your own summit are incredible. For example, you could spend years writing a book, creating your online presence, building your audience, or you can host a virtual summit and put yourself on the map within just 90 days. You don't need years to do that, right? You can explode your mailing list and your social media following because you get to leverage other people's audiences. You will get to align yourself with industry experts by bringing them together. And that positions you as a leader of leaders. Think about that. And plus, your guest experts can become your affiliate partners for years to come. That's exactly what happened for me. I'm still affiliate and JV partners with speakers who participated in my very first telesummit back in 2005. You also get to create your own community and passionate tribe. And if done right, your summit can actually become a new product that you can sell over and over again. So you can actually create a new revenue stream. And finally, visibility leads to more visibility. So as the result of hosting your summit, you naturally will start getting more invitations. You naturally start getting invited to speak, to be interviewed, to participate in other visibility opportunities. And that results in growing your tribe even more. So I'm going to address my assistant here. Karen, I see that some people are having trouble using the link. If you could literally like send out a quick email to everybody with a link, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So there is really no other tool that can elevate your business in so many ways in just a few short months. And we as experts, you know, people who sell expertise, we are the best, we're in the best possible position to actually use this strategy. Now, for people who are new to Virtual Summit as a strategy, oh, and by the way, let me say that I want you to forget everything you heard about Virtual Summit just for the next 60 minutes. Because what I will teach you today will be very different from what you heard about this strategy. I'll actually show you how hosting your own simple virtual summit will grow your business and explode your list size. Again, I mentioned earlier that I hosted the world's very first telesummit back in 2005, and it exploded my business. And I approach summits differently than most people out there. That's why they're more successful, and that's exactly what I want to share with you today. So a virtual summit is essentially a virtual event conducted online maybe over a conference line with multiple guest speakers, and usually over the course of several days. A virtual summit is modeled after a live conference, but delivered virtually. So you never actually have to leave your home. Your role as the virtual summit organizer is very simple. Invite guest experts, interview them on their topic, and then encourage them to promote your summit to their audience. People come to your summit page, they sign up for your summit, and that's how you grow your list, right? Very simple. So this is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to give you the 5 simple steps that I use to create a 7-figure coaching business using virtual summits, and how you can apply them in your business as well. You know, I've been watching virtual summits for years, and I'm here to tell you that most people make a lot of critical mistakes that cost them signups, clients, and reputation, and an amazing growth potential for their business. So today I'll actually demystify this topic, and here's what we're going to cover today. And if you are somebody who is a note taker, feel free to take notes. I think there's going to be a lot of cool information for you to write down. Maybe there's some aha moments, which I also would love for you to share with me in the chat. If you are hearing any paper shuffling, I am a teacher at heart, and so I want to make sure that I don't forget to mention anything. So I do have my notes, and I'm excited to be sharing with you. Once in a while I'll get on camera so that I can really reconnect with you. We are live, and let me continue. So what you will learn today is essentially why now is the best time to host your virtual summit, right? This is not a new strategy. So why now? Why 2019, 2020? How to get massive results from your summit without burnout, without overwhelm. The biggest mistakes that summit hosts make and how to avoid them. We're going to talk about mistakes. How to separate yourself from the rest of the summit wannabes and create a really unique tribe building and a profitable virtual summit. And I'm going to give you 5 steps, the 5 steps to hosting, not hosing. I should really fix that. To hosting your own highly successful summit in the next 90 days. So, you know, you'll actually walk away from the summit knowing exactly how to put it together, because I'm going to give you the 5 steps, and I'm going to give you a free gift, free virtual planner. What I will say is that after I hosted my virtual summit in 2005, since then I, built a list of over 100,000 subscribers. I created a 7-figure business, bought a house of my dreams, paid for my kids' education, all as a result of running these virtual summits. So if you're excited about the possibilities that a virtual summit can open up for you, but you're not sure how to do it, how to organize and actually host your summit, I will demystify this whole thing for you today. And if you're watching the slides, you can actually see my kids on the screen. Back in 2005, I created Telesummit because I really couldn't travel. I had 2 kids at home, and I wanted to be at home with them. And at the same time, I knew that I was missing out on all of those amazing conferences that they were leading in my industry, in my coaching industry. So I thought I'd create my own. And so that's how Coaching Telesummit was born, and the whole concept of a virtual multi-speaker, multi-day event. And so, this is really, it led me to creating this amazing business, having amazing experiences, and fulfilling a dream of mine to own my own business, to be able to provide for my family, to put my kids through education that they need. And so it definitely supported my goals in that way. And I hope it will do the same thing for you as well. So, and if, please be sure to stay to the end, because what I will actually share with you is a virtual summit planner. It's a free gift that helps you start planning your virtual summit, okay? And if you decide that you want more support and guidance, and you want to work with me for 10 weeks to help you design and host your perfect summit, then I'll have an opportunity for you to join me in my coaching program called Summits Made Simple. We actually start next Monday. There's less than a week left, and I will be personally training you and supporting you in creating a really successful virtual summit. So with that, let me address the elephant in the room for those of you who are maybe new to this idea, but people often ask me, where do I find the guest experts, and how much do I have to pay them to speak in my virtual summit? And I want to tell you that the guest experts are everywhere. They're everywhere, and they all want to speak. They all want to share their expertise, their message. So they'll be delighted to speak in your virtual summit, absolutely free, simply because they know they'll get exposure and visibility, and they'll get to share their message. I'll talk more about that today, but I wanted you to know that you can easily find experts to speak in your summit absolutely free of charge. And so now that we got that out of the way, that this is going to be a non-problem for you, let's get started. So why are virtual summits hot right now, this year, next year? Because telesummits and virtual summits have been around for almost 14 years. It is not a new strategy. And many more strategies have been invented since then, right? There's podcasting, social media, there are social groups that you can join. So why is now the best time to host your virtual summit? And there's actually 3 reasons for that. The first one is that people really want to connect, gather, and belong. Even though there's so many ways for us to connect online, people still feel lonely. They feel very isolated. And so a virtual summit is an opportunity to bring people together, come together with like-minded people, right? And many people don't like to travel if they don't have to. So the fact that this event is virtual gives it such an amazing advantage over anything else out there. And finally, it's a lot easier to host and to participate in a summit today than, say, 10 years ago. More people understand how to use social media, video, conference line, right? So if you are excited about hosting a virtual summit, give me a yes right now in the comments. If you are even considering this idea, if you are exploring, if you want to learn about how to use a virtual summit to really grow your business, maybe even explode your business, put a yes in the comments if you want to know more about the strategy. And if you feel like this is something that you want to do, that you might want to do to grow your business and your tribe. So I see some people actually raised their hand. Some people posted a yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. I love seeing that. Cheryl, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Bobby. Hey, John. Coach Jenna. Brenda. Mondi. Awesome. Jackie. Excited. Kalita. What a cool name. Dan. Awesome. Thank you, guys. So I actually just ran a survey recently, and here's what I found. 90% of people say that they have attended at least one or more virtual summit in the last 12 months. That's a very cool statistic, because every industry, every niche field, every profession is hosting their own virtual summit. I've seen virtual summits on migraines, stress, sleep, parenting, self-publishing, making money with your art, nutrition and weight loss, many, many more topics, right? The idea is really about to reach a tipping point. And so what I want to tell you is that if you don't do it in your niche, someone else absolutely will. Someone else will grab this opportunity and host a summit on your topic of expertise. Someone else will become the go-to expert in your niche and build a tribe. So why not you? Because the time is now. I feel like I'm giving you this subliminal message. The time is now, really. The good news is that you're here with me and you're learning from the inventor of TeleSummit. And I'm here to guide you in creating your own amazing virtual event that will transform your business in the next 90 days. Before I give you the 5 steps, let me actually talk about the mistakes. Why do some summits fail? Why do some summits fall flat, right? So let me reveal the 3 biggest mistakes that summit leaders make that actually cost them cash, signups, clients, and reputation. Because even though virtual summits are great and they can be a complete game changer for your business, you could actually spend time, money, and energy and not get any results that you wanted, right? So let me talk about the mistakes that I want to share with you. Here's the first one. Mistake number 1, overcomplicating it. Most people overcomplicate summits. They focus too much on the process of leading a summit. They also try to build complex funnels and add a lot of bells and whistles that don't really impact the bottom line of your summit, and they have no impact on the size of your tribe. So my invitation to you is to realize you don't need to do that. You can have a super simple summit by focusing on the right things that truly matter. So my company is called Simplicity Circle. I've been called the Queen of Simplicity. So I am most definitely going to simplify this process for you. Let me talk about the second mistake. The second mistake that summit leaders made is that they approach it as an interview series. And let me say this, that on the outside, it may seem that a virtual summit is just a series of interviews, but it's just an illusion. Yes, you interview guests, but a summit is actually a training event, an idea exchange, and an opportunity to bring people from your tribe together and share best practices. This is why I have never had any single guest expert that I invited say no. Well, there was one expert who said no because he didn't want to be lumped with other experts. He wanted to be featured by himself. So he clearly wasn't summit material. But every other single person over the years that I've done my summits have said yes, because they saw it and I positioned it as, an opportunity to share best practices. When summit hosts miss this important understanding, they end up with just another summit. Boring, flat, not thought-provoking, not exciting, not relevant, right? And so that's something that I definitely want you to warn about. Let me talk about the third mistake. Mistake number 3 is when summit hosts see their virtual summit as a pure list building event, a list building opportunity. And although you will grow your list and your tribe, most people approach summits as a pure list building event. And what happens when you approach it that way is that your guest experts, the people that you're trying to partner with, actually feel really frustrated. They feel being used. Think about it. Not only are you asking them to share their expertise, but you also require them to promote your summit to their entire mailing list so that you could build your list. How unfair to the speakers, right? If you really put yourself in their shoes. Now, there is nothing wrong in asking speakers to promote your summit. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the whole idea of a virtual summit. But if done incorrectly, if you come from the position of requiring them to promote in order to be a guest speaker, they're going to be immediately turned off because it will feel pushy and salesy, and it doesn't build relationships. So, as a result, you may actually lose a potentially great speaker who would have added a lot to your event. So think about that. And so, what I teach is how to do this the right way, because when done right, a virtual summit should benefit everyone. You, the host, your guest experts, and your audience, right? Can you see that a virtual summit is so much more than a list building event, right? So now that we got the mistakes out of the way, let's talk about the 5 steps. The 5 simple steps to hosting a highly successful tribe building and profitable virtual summit that everyone in your niche will be talking about. And of course, when everybody in your niche talks about your summit, guess what happens to you and your business? You get elevated, you get positioned, you build your reputation, you get more signups, you generate revenue, and you get clients, right? And these are the 5 pillars, 5 steps that make up the foundation of a successful summit. And whether or not you choose to get my help with creating your summit, or maybe do it yourself, I really believe that there is a lot of value in understanding what these 5 pillars are. Nobody else is teaching this. It's been my secret sauce. And what I want to teach you these steps to you so that you can create a truly unique summit that will be easy to promote, easy to get out there, and it will have a huge impact on your business. So if you follow these steps, I promise you that your event will stand out above the rest. You'll attract great speakers, you'll grow your tribe, and you'll make money, right? So if you're ready to learn, give me a 5 in the chat. If you're ready to get these 5 steps, give me a 5 in the chat so I can see that you guys are ready. Thank you, Jenna, Michelle, Jackie, Kalida with 4 exclamation signs, Annette, Brenda, John, Bobby, thank you. 5+. No, I only have 5. I only have 5 steps. Awesome. All right, so let's get to the first step. So, oh, and don't forget to stay to the end because I will be giving you an awesome virtual summit planner that you can start using to begin planning your own virtual summit. So picking the right theme is super important. I cannot tell you how many people get this wrong. If you pick the wrong theme, it'll be harder to get speakers, attract signups, and achieve all that success and growth that I've been talking about. So for that reason, the first step, the first pillar is choosing a hot theme that will make your summit stand out and shine. I get invited to be a summit speaker probably 10, 15 times a year. And I receive dozens of invitations to attend a summit. And I always know when a summit is going to be a hit and when a summit is actually going to be unnoticed, right? Not having a strong theme also tells people that you don't understand marketing, that you don't have a strong message, and probably will not attract an audience. So it's all connected, right? Now, how do you land on a great theme? And this is where you may want to take notes if you've been doing that. So the way you land on a great theme for your virtual summit is you connect it to 4 things. You want to connect it to the bigger vision of your business. You want to connect it to your biggest message. You want to connect it to your audience's biggest challenges. And most importantly, you want to connect it to your products and services that you want to sell to the people that you will have attracted to your summit, right? Now, in my coaching program, I actually give you a list of special test questions to make sure that your summit theme is right on the money. And I even give you 4 formulas for naming your summit, so it instantly connects with the audience that you want to attract. But let me just complete this step. When you nail down your theme, it will be so much easier to get great speakers, and they'll be waiting to speak at your next summit. Get the wrong theme and everything will be a lot harder and less effective. So this is what this first pillar is all about. Connected to your vision, your message, your audience's challenges, and your products and services. Like the question I like to ask, what do you want to sell? So now what summit do you need to create, right? Let's work backwards. So that's one of the ways to land on your theme. Let's talk about the second pillar, the second step. I called it Sizzling Design. And what it means is that you want to design your summit for engagement, unsolicited, spontaneous testimonials, and revenue. Your summit should be really designed around your most important goal. So before you create your summit, start with the end in mind and identify the goals of your summit. Yes, everybody wants to build a list, but there's got to be something else that you are really focusing on. Because if that's your only goal and that's the place you approach from, again, you might run into trouble because you'll be communicating with speakers and participants in a way that is not going to be welcome. So think about a deeper goal for your virtual summit that will elevate your business, that will give your business an amazing platform, right? Also, part of your summit design is to choose the right topics for your summit so that people are excited to sign up and to attend, right? Now, most people choose speakers first and the topics second. One of my biggest secrets to success with virtual summits is that I first come up with the topics and then I find the experts that I want to interview. That's how you create a highly valuable summit and get registrations, right? This is how you can build your audience, your list, your tribe. You start with the topics because the topics is what your audience will be attracted to. They're not attracted to speakers. Who cares who is speaking? Especially, when you see these virtual summit registration pages and all you see is a photograph, and some name that you never heard about. Who cares, right? Now, when you lead with topics, that's when people get attracted, right? So this is how you get registrations and your conversion is much higher. Let me share with you one of my other secrets, and that is include a panel discussion. Holding panel discussions is so simple, but for some reason, most people don't do it. An exciting and engaging panel discussion, especially if you do it on day one, it will get people raving about your summit. I'll never forget with my very first virtual summit, I hosted a panel discussion. I actually hosted 3 on different topics. And the moment I opened my email, when I was done, I literally was just blown away. Dozens and dozens of emails with the subject line, bravo, thank you, amazing. So that was very validating because I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. And apparently the audience did as well. So including a panel discussion is a really cool way to separate yourself, your summit, from all the other summit wannabes, right? So that's something that I want to share with you today. Let's talk about pillar number 3. Pillar number 3 is all about getting powerful experts. To me, a powerful expert is somebody who will serve your audience and eagerly support you. Understanding how to choose and how to approach the right speakers is one of the biggest keys to your summit success. And this is also the biggest area of mistakes that I see summit leaders make. So, you want to find people who are excited to speak for free and understand the value of being a guest expert on a virtual summit. you really want to be careful. Not everybody, not every speaker is the right speaker for your summit. So let me talk about that a little bit more. Your goal is to position your virtual summit as a golden opportunity so that your guest experts are tripping over each other to be accepted as a speaker. I will never forget how, my first summit was in 2005. By the time I announced my second summit in 2006, I actually had 2 big name speakers approach me and say, why didn't you invite me? What are the criteria? How do you choose speakers? So I decided to add evening sessions because my summit was all during the day. And I thought, I would love these speakers. And of course I could use extra promotions. So I'm going to say yes. And I brought them in. It was wonderful. So that's how you want to position your opportunity as a golden opportunity, right? Let me give you a few tips about finding the right speakers for your virtual summit. So this is really important. Remember that not every expert is right for your summit. In the program, we talk about the criteria for choosing the right speakers for your event, but be ready to let go of some names that you were thinking about. So not everybody is right. Some people might actually ask to be paid, and you will say, no thanks, and you move on, right? That means that they don't understand the concept of a virtual summit. The other thing that's really important is positioning your speakers in a way that gets them excited and appreciated. And they feel proud to be part of your summit, because you want your guest experts, again, tripping over to be accepted as a speaker in your summit. You want them to tell everyone about your summit. And the way this happens is when they feel special, you position them, you invited them because you thought of them as being a great fit for your summit or for that particular topic. Here's something else that I discovered, and this may actually blow your mind. What I discovered was that inviting A-level speakers may hurt instead of supporting your summit, right? Those big name speakers with big lists, big names, everybody wants them in their summit, but actually it should not be your focus at all. You could spin your wheels and spend your time and energy trying to chase these people. I promise you don't actually need A-level speakers to have a super successful summit. So that's something that I wanted to definitely emphasize. Pillar number 4 and step number 4 is about monetization strategy. So the goal, of course, is for you to monetize your summit, getting paid for your time, efforts, and creativity now and in the future. The last set of CDs I sold from my virtual summit of 2005 was back in 2013. So I was selling them for 8 years, right? So it's got longevity, valuable, high value, right? And there are many ways to monetize a virtual summit. So this is what this pillar is all about. And I will say that many people think that by selling recordings, they're going to make money from their summit. But actually, it's just one, and usually the smallest income stream from your virtual summit. There are many different monetization strategies that you can use. I actually teach 7, but selling recordings is definitely the smallest one. And you want to choose a monetization strategy that is aligned with your business vision. It's aligned with your paid offers, right? You want to create a summit that positions your product or service like as the next step for people, right? So that buying your product or service feels like the next natural step for people. So can you see how a summit can really become the springboard for your entire business, right? It's not just a list building event. It's not just a series of interviews. It's not just an opportunity to interview and connect with people. It is so much more. And of course, the last pillar, which is number 5, is all about getting signups, targeted signups. You want to find your summit participants. You want to fill your summit with attendees who will become your fans and then buy your next offer and hopefully everything else you offer from that point on, right? If you choose the right theme, if you invite the right speakers, and if you figure out the ways that you're going to make money, the promotion of your virtual summit will happen organically and simply. But you also want to take a few steps to make sure that you have the most successful summit possible. So that's what this pillar is all about. And let me give you the biggest secret to actually filling your summit. And that is getting your guest speakers super excited to promote it to their audience. This is the key to your summit success. You don't want to put pressure on them. You don't want to be pushy or salesy. It turns people off. You want to find ways to motivate and inspire your speakers, right? The goal is to get them excited so that they can't wait to share your summit with their audience. There is another way to fill your summit much faster and easier. I call this a launch party. So a launch party is an online preview event that allows you, to build buzz and anticipation for your summit. It's a pre-summit event. You can feature several of your guest experts. You can preview a few of the upcoming interviews. And you can position each session in a way that builds excitement and anticipation. It's very simple to do, and it can drive a lot more people to actually sign up for your summit, right? So these are the 5 pillars. You want to choose a hot theme for your summit. You want to come up with a sizzling design. You want to attract powerful guest experts. You want to choose the right monetization strategy. And you want to get many, 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 many targeted signups. I just spoke to somebody who said she got 2,000 people on her list from doing a virtual summit. That's really cool. Not everybody gets 2,000. Some people get 10,000. Some people get 500. It really depends on where you are in your business right now. But you will grow your list. You will make money when you choose the right monetization strategy. And a virtual summit can have a significant impact on your business. You get to attract thousands of people, both clients and promotional partners. You get to generate dozens of new visibility opportunities, create new revenue streams, and grow your tribe fast. And after seeing summits being done incorrectly for so many years and watching thousands of people struggle, I actually decided to package my summit success system into a program so that people like you, entrepreneurs, coaches, passionate business owners, could have a step-by-step system to ensure their success. So the program is called Summits Made Simple. Grow your list, get more clients, become a go-to expert. If you want to host your virtual summit and you want to learn how to do it the right way, I want to work with you. So let me quickly tell you how this program works. The program consists of 5 training modules. So we start, of course, by talking about how to choose your hot theme. We'll talk about, most summits that fall flat really have a generic and boring theme. Picking the right theme is at least 50% of success of your virtual summit. And there's a formula for landing on the right theme, and will make everything easier and will generate much bigger results. So here's what we'll cover in the first week. We'll talk about the biggest mistakes that summit hosts make when choosing a theme. We'll talk about a special business assessment. I'll give you an assessment to help you uncover a juicy theme for your summit. We'll talk about the 3 reasons people sign up for virtual summits and how to use this knowledge to nail down your theme. I go over 12 great summit theme examples to get your creative juices going. And I give you 4 formulas for naming your summit so that it instantly connects with the right audience that you want. And finally, in module 1, we talk about, I'll give you 6 test questions that you can ask yourself about your theme to make sure that the theme is right on the money. And again, when you choose the right theme, you'll have your speakers waiting for the next summit, and your attendees will be looking for your next summit as well. So this is the power of choosing the right theme. Then in week 2, we're gonna cover the second module, which is all about coming up with the sizzling design. Again, delivering the right content in the right format and creating just the right amount of engagement and experience for your participants. That's what's gonna get them attending, coming back every day, and actually connecting with you and buying from you at the end of the summit. So we'll talk about Identifying the goals of your summit. Your summit should be designed around your most important strategic and financial goal. We'll talk about how to choose the right topics for your summit sessions that will bring more signups and attendees to your event. We'll cover how to present and position each session in a way that builds up the perceived value of the entire event. And I'll teach you the 3 levels of summits: starter summit, next level summit, and cornerstone summit. You can choose any of these models depending on your goals and where you are in your business right now. Nobody teaches this out there. So everyone is kind of doing the same summit out there, and that's why they run into problems. And I will help you choose the right summit model for you. Week 3, we're going to cover how to actually get powerful, amazing, highly supportive experts for your summit. So we'll understanding how to choose and approach the right speakers is one of the biggest keys to your summit success. Here's what we're going to cover. We're going to talk about where to find people who are excited and are open to being guest experts on your summit, absolutely free of charge. I'll actually tell you exactly how to reach out to guest speakers in a way that gets them to say yes. We talk briefly about why pursuing A-level speakers can actually hurt your summit. So I'll show you what to do instead. And I'll give you the criteria for selecting the right speakers who will actually enhance your virtual summit efforts and raise its quality and results. And I'll teach you how to interview your speakers effectively so that you can extract the information that your audience will really appreciate learning, right? And we'll talk about how to position your speakers in a way that gets them excited, appreciated, and proud to be part of your summit so that they want to share it with everybody and they want to tell about your summit to everyone, right? And in week 4, what we're going to cover, of course, is module 4, which is choosing a monetization strategy. So there are many ways to monetize a virtual summit. It's important to choose the right one for you, something that aligns with your business, your offers. So we're going to talk about the different monetization strategies and how to choose the one that's right for your business goals. I give you 7 different ways that you can generate income from your summit before, during, and after. I will say to you on a side note that when I first was putting my summit together, the moment I announced the summit, even before I was trying to sell anything, I already had new clients. I had a waiting list of people who wanted me to design their website because that's what I was doing at that time. I was making money before the summit, during the summit, and after the summit for 8 years after the summit. So we'll talk about that. We also going to cover how to create an irresistible offer for your virtual summit participants so that you can get new clients as a result of hosting your summit. I talk to people every day who do a summit and make no money. They do a summit and they don't generate any revenue. And that can be a problem, especially if you spend 90 days putting your summit together, right? You don't want that to happen. So we're going to strategize around that. And we're going to strategically design your summit in a way that people are ready to take the next step with you. And finally, in week 5, we're going to talk about how to actually get targeted signups, how to get people to sign up for your summit. So we'll talk about the 4 different types of summit promotions that you can use, and you can choose any number of them when you're ready. And I'm going to teach you all of them. We're going to talk about what makes guest speakers want to spread the word about your summit and how to use this knowledge to motivate them to promote it to their mailing list and their social media following. I also reveal a strategy that I almost never see anybody use it. It's a strategy that will allow you to capture 30% more summit registrations. Like most summit leaders actually leave a third of potential registrations on the table, and they don't realize it. So we're going to cover that secret strategy. So these are the first 5 weeks of the program. And I could stop here because you really get all the information that you need to put your summit together. But I want you to know that your results are super important to me. So I actually added 5 live coaching and implementation calls. So this is what our week 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 look like. And this is where we can tackle your challenges, your questions as they come up, as you start implementing. I'm literally with you every step of the way in this program. And also everything gets recorded, so you never have to miss anything. So we start October 21st. The live calls are held every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. You also get access to our Summit Leader community on Facebook. And this is where you can connect with other Summit leaders, support each other, brainstorm, be a guest speaker in each other's summit, which is the coolest thing ever when Summit leaders do that. And I want to make sure that this is as simple for you as possible. So I put together a toolbox of everything you need to host your summit. So I'm including several really cool bonuses. One of them is a virtual summit toolbox. You get all the templates, scripts, planners, anything you need to design and host a successful summit. These are all tested and proven scripts and tools, so you know what to say to invite guest speakers, what to say to get them to promote your summit. I've done many summits. I've mentored and interviewed many summit leaders. I've talked to dozens of people who are constantly getting invited to speak at virtual summits. So I know what you need to say to get your guest experts to say yes, and then to actually promote your summit. And remember when we talked about the summit theme? So it's so important that I'm actually going to host a special 90-minute virtual summit mastermind where you'll get feedback on your summit theme idea to make sure it's hot, will attract great speakers, and hundreds or thousands of attendees. Because trust me, you don't want to put a summit together, put all of your time and energy, your heart into it, and not have a great theme that will get people excited, right? So that's why we're going to do that in this 90-minute special virtual summit mastermind. I'm actually gonna okay your theme. I'm gonna put my stamp of approval, or we're gonna work on getting to that point, right? So this is what, this is the bonus that a lot of people absolutely love. If you enjoy being in the room, working towards the same goal with other people, you will love this 2-day in-person retreat. We actually spend 2 days planning, designing, and implementing your virtual summit. You'll receive ideas, feedback. We'll connect all the dots. You literally walk away summit ready. I'm also bringing my virtual assistant who specializes in supporting summit leaders. So she'll be there to support you as well. So everything you need, you will walk away from this retreat knowing that you are ready, you're summit ready. So this is what the program looks like. You get the 10-week training and group coaching program, 5 weekly video training modules that we just went over. You get a virtual summit toolbox with everything you need, tools, scripts, templates. We get the 90-minute mastermind, Summit Design Mastermind, where we review your theme and your topics. You get access to a private Summit Leader Facebook community. And you get the special 2-day live Summit Leader Retreat. And so the total value for all of this is almost, if not over, $20,000. Your investment for the entire program, including the live retreat, is just $19.97. There is also an easy to use payment plan if you choose to do that. If you already know that you want to host your virtual summit and you want my support for the next 10 weeks, we start on Monday next week. Here's the link for you to go, summitsmadesimple.com/join. And I love rewarding fast action. So if you sign up for Summits Made Simple in the next 24 hours, here's what I'm also going to include. I'm actually going to give you a bonus training called Panel Discussion Secrets Revealed. I show you exactly how to structure your panel discussion, how to invite speakers to it, how to ask or how to come up and ask the right questions to create something super engaging. The second bonus I'm going to include is the Summit Launch Party Secrets. It's another training where I revealed how to organize a launch party so that you can get more people signed up right away, even before the summit starts. And if you are one of the first 10 people to sign up today, you're also getting a private one-on-one consultation with me, where we can talk about your summit, your business, your summit theme. We can dive deeper into your summit or your business or whatever it is that you need help with. And I'll actually get your summit featured to my entire social media following, which is, I have a large, I have a Facebook group, I have a Facebook page, I have a, almost 5,000 friends. So you get really to be featured to my entire social media, which could really serve as the foundation, as the starting point of you getting people signed up for your summit. This is only for the first 10 people. And again, the link to go to is summitsmadesimple.com/join. And I will say to you that the first time I held my summit, I had a 6-figure year for the very first time in my life. And since then, I built several $million-dollar businesses as a result of it. It all started after I ran my virtual summit. And I can tell you that I am not the only one. You may know Christine Closer, the Transformational Author Summit. For her, the summit became a cornerstone of her entire business. She grew her list by 10,000 people, and the summit strategy led to a $1.2 million coaching business for her. So it's become a vehicle for her business growth moving forward. Julianne Jacobson was very new to summits when we worked together in this program. She had added over 500 people to her list. She sold 80 sets of recordings. She got one paying client. She did it in German language in Germany. You can see at the bottom, it says Online Marketing Summit for German Authors. So she immediately positioned herself in this amazing way as a leader of German authorship, I should say, right? And then Joe Romana actually hosted 2 different summits. And both of them catapulted her coaching business to a different level. So she worked with lawyers and she worked with coaches, and her income increased by as much as 50%, gave her 5 additional clients who enrolled in her 8-month coaching program within a week after the summit. So the results vary, of course. You might have the same results, you might have more of a starter level results, or you might, explode your business depending on where you are right now. What I love about virtual summits is that you can do one every year, and you can use it as the launch pad for your income every single year. For example, Christine, did a summit every year and then got thousands of people on her list, and then she would nurture them all year long, making invitations to people to attend her retreats, to buy her coaching programs, to hire her publishing company. So there's so much can be happening as a result of your virtual summit, right? So here's the link again, and I'm about to give you a link to your virtual planner. So again, to sign up for the program, summitsmadesimple.com/join. I'll stay for questions and I'll give you a link to the virtual planner. Let me just say 2 more things. Number 1, this is not a home study course, guys, where you'll be left on your own to learn and to get the answers. It's a coaching program. So I'll be there by your side for almost 3 months as you're planning your amazing summit, right? And you get lifetime access to all the materials and trainings, which means that even if you don't choose to do your summit until later, you can still go back and go over the program and learn how to do that. So for those of you who've been here waiting for the virtual summit planner, here's the link, summitsmadesimple.com/planner. summitsmadesimple.com/planner. And I'm going to open up for questions. So if you have a question, go ahead and type it in. Let me just say one last thing. Planning and running a virtual summit takes about 90 days. And in those 90 days, you will have accomplished what takes most business owners years to do. Your business after those 3 months will never be the same. Everything will become easier with your own tribe and the authority platform that you create. So if you've been struggling in your business, if you've been writing, speaking, blogging, connecting with people on social media, if you've been hustling, but not seeing the results that you want, a virtual summit will literally change all of that. And with Summits Made Simple, you'll have the complete system to do it over and over again, because you love the results you get from the summit so much that you'll want to do it again, right? So again, here's the link, summitsmadesimple.com. Join. And one thing that I wanted to show you really quick before I open for questions, these are the spontaneous testimonials that I received after my summit. These are just like a fraction of them. These are from the people who attended my summits. And I have dozens and dozens of these. And you may notice, look at the second one. Your coaching summit was perhaps the single best investment. My summit wasn't even free. People had to pay $97 to access the live calls. There was no free level. And if you wanted the recordings and the transcript, you actually had to pay $297. And if you wanted post-summit little coaching program, 30-day follow-up program, you had to pay $500. So that's how amazing this whole idea really was for people. And the way that I structured the summit allowed me to enjoy dozens and dozens of these testimonials. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my slides so that I can see you. Okay. The dates of the summit retreat from Kalita. So they're going to be in December, and they're going to be in Baltimore. I want to say early December. We're still finalizing the dates. If that, I will be honest with you, you don't have to attend the retreat to receive all the value from this program. For 10 weeks, you're going to be getting everything you need to actually host your virtual summit with no problem. A live retreat is for people who really like to work in person and to get it done in 2 days. That's really who it's for. Let's see if there are any other questions. Okay, go ahead and ask your questions. So one of the things that people usually ask is, I have no presence online, just offline. Can I do a summit? And my answer is absolutely you can, because that's how you create your online presence, right? Would you participate in someone else's virtual summit when they are just starting out? Yes, absolutely. And I've done that. So when people invite me and they're brand new, if the topic is relevant, interesting, if I have an opportunity to teach something awesome, I'll say yes, absolutely. Yeah. The retreat is going to be in Baltimore. How many experts do you recommend people to have a summit? That's a great question, Michelle. I've seen summits with as few as 6 speakers, which I'm not quite sure is enough to make the impact that you're looking to make. I've also been on a telesummit, on a virtual summit with 94 speakers. I thought that was an overkill, but that particular company had the resources to, in terms of time and the strategy. And yeah, they had 94. One of the people who was in my program's first time summit leader, she had 64 people in her summit. And her topic was actually trauma and grief, because she's a grief coach. 64 people said yes, not even a business topic. So what I recommend is, if this is your first virtual summit, I would say up to 24 Up to 24 speakers is a good number, manageable number. You can even do 12. Usually a summit can last a week. Some of my first virtual summits actually lasted 2 to 3 weeks, but I think with the technology now where you can actually send people recordings of the sessions they miss, you can actually host it over the course of 5 days. What kind of costs are involved in hosting a summit? That's a great question. So it depends on your skills. So if you know how to put together a web page for people to sign up, if you know how to, let's see, upload or post the interview videos to YouTube or another video platform, then you can do this all by yourself. I do recommend that you have a virtual assistant who will help you take the pressure off, because if you don't know technology, you don't know technology. You're not gonna like anything that has to do with online marketing, right? So having a good VA is really helpful, but you don't have to have one, and that's the point, because it's just about interviewing people on a platform very much like we are doing right now. Karen says, graphic design too. So if you want to brand your summit, you can also go to something like Upwork and hire a freelancer, for, 50 to 100 bucks and get somebody to design a beautiful logo. Do you advertise it with paid advertising? I personally don't, but you can if you want to, right? So that's one of the promotional strategies that you can activate. Actually, Khalida, the dates December 9 and 10 are closer to what we are planning. So if that works for you, then you will definitely enjoy the retreat. We're looking right now at December 9 and 10. I know, it's a coincidence, it's a good one. Let's see if I have any other questions. Karen, if you could post the link one more time for people who are looking for it, that would be amazing. The link to the page where people can sign up. Let's see. So one of the other questions I got was, I don't know how bringing in people with competing expertise will lead clients to buy from me. Such a great question. So when you invite other experts and they'll speak at your summit, aren't you bringing competition, right? So this is all going to be covered in module 2, where we talk about summit design, where you choose the right topics that allow you to bring experts that do not compete with you. And it also has to do with the theme that you land on, because if you choose a theme that's too narrow, too specific to your expertise, then you're not going to be able to build a summit where you are positioning yourself as the expert on your topic. Then everybody is going to become a competitor, right? And so you definitely want to think about the theme and the designing of your summit to avoid the situation where you compete with your own speakers. Let's see. I don't see any other questions. So if you're thinking of hosting your own virtual summit and you're still here and you haven't joined yet, what are some of the questions or items that hold you back? So in order for you to ask a question, please go ahead and post it in the chat. There's a question, any suggestions for becoming a guest speaker in a virtual summit? A lot. We'll definitely talk about that. And you will discover what makes a great speaker for you as a summit leader. And as a result, you will know how to become a speaker on other people's virtual summits, right? Let's see. So we are kind of out of time at this point. Will there be a recording of this webinar? Well, you can see that I'm recording. So the question is how fast we can post it. We will do our best to post the recording. And again, just to remind you that first 10 people who sign up in the next 24 hours will actually get a private consultation with me about your summit or about your business, and an opportunity to have your summit featured to my entire social media following, which is invaluable, especially if you're just starting out, you don't have a tribe, you don't have a following. It'll give you a really nice base for getting people signed up for your summits. I don't see any other questions. If you do have questions, go ahead and email them to support@simplicitycircle.com. I'll see how fast I can type it. So that's the email. And I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys. It was amazing to hang out with you for the last hour and a few minutes. I hope to see many of you in the program. Thank you so much for your questions and for staying here with me. Again, the link to sign up is in the chat, summitsmadesimple.com/join. And I hope that you choose to host your virtual summit, because honestly, if you are not growing your business, if you are doing a little bit of everything, virtual summit will fix all of that for you, because you'll have this amazing infusion of activity, visibility, subscribers, clients, and focus for your business. So with those final words, thank you so much. And I see some people have joined. Welcome to the program. Mwah. Bye, everybody.